Chris Williamson isn't just a podcast host. He's the guy who turned deep conversations into binge-worthy content. Imagine combining the brain power of a philosopher, the charm of a best mate, and the curiosity of a kid who just discovered Wikipedia, and you've got Chris.
You talk about performance without a purpose. What's that?
His podcast, Modern Wisdom, is a masterclass in making you smarter, bolder, and somehow more hilarious all at the same time. But here's the twist. Chris didn't come from a background of academic prestige or intellectual circles. This guy launched into the public eye as a reality TV contestant on Love Island. And while most people use that platform to sell protein shakes and teeth-whitening kits, Chris used it as a springboard to dive into the deeper questions of life. How did that transition happen? That's where things get fascinating. Let's not sugarcoat it. Reality TV is where nuance goes to die. Yet Chris took that experience, flipped it on its head, and became the face of thoughtful conversation. He saw the superficiality of fame firsthand, and instead of chasing clout, he chased purpose. He started asking big questions. Why do we live the way we do? How do we break free from societal programming? And perhaps most importantly, what can we learn from the greatest thinkers of our time? That curiosity birthed Modern Wisdom, a podcast that is now considered a cultural touchstone for people who crave conversations that challenge, inspire, and occasionally make you spit out your coffee laughing. The greatness of Modern Wisdom lies in the sheer diversity and brilliance of its guests. Chris isn't just bringing on influencers and entrepreneurs, he's hosting world-class minds from every conceivable field. He's had Jordan Peterson, a clinical psychologist who has reshaped modern debates on responsibility and meaning. Then there's James Clear, the mastermind behind Atomic Habits, who broke down how small changes create massive results. And who could forget Ryan Holiday, the champion of Stoicism, who teaches us how ancient philosophy can help with modern chaos. But it's not all heavy intellectuals. Chris has also welcomed former Navy SEALs, stand-up comedians, biohackers, and even modern mystics. One episode might have you pondering the future of artificial intelligence, and the next, you're laughing about gym culture or rethinking your sleep schedule. The variety is wild, and that's what makes it so addictive. And then there are those episodes where Chris goes solo. These aren't filler episodes, they're bangers. Chris has this uncanny ability to take a complex idea, break it down into digestible pieces, and deliver it with just enough British humor to keep you hooked. Whether it's tackling procrastination, explaining the power of stoicism, or ranting about the absurdities of modern dating, these solo episodes feel like a pep talk from your most insightful, slightly sarcastic friend.
There's a quote that I've fallen in love with. The magic you are looking for is in the work you're avoiding. Every single time that there is something in front of me, I feel like things aren't coming my way sufficiently quickly. I'm not making the progress that I want. It's because I'm dicking about over here and there is a large frog in front of me that I need to eat. I need to spend another half day reading a book. I need to spend some more time researching online and upping my skills in this particular area. I need to do whatever it is.
What makes Modern Wisdom different from the countless other podcasts out there? It's Chris's ability to balance depth with accessibility. He doesn't let big ideas stay in the clouds. He brings them down to earth. For example, when discussing the concept of time management, Chris doesn't just quote ancient philosophers. He relates it to how we scroll TikTok at 2 a.m. When he talks about overcoming fear, he doesn't just cite research studies. He shares personal stories that make you feel like you're not alone. And let's not forget his sense of humor. Just when things start to feel a little too serious, Chris throws in a self-deprecating joke or a cheeky one-liner that snaps you back to reality. Modern Wisdom isn't just about listening, it's about action. Chris doesn't want you to nod along passively. He wants you to rethink your life. Every episode is packed with practical advice you can implement immediately. You learn how to build better habits, manage your time like a pro, and even optimize your friendships. It's self-improvement without the fluff, a rare blend of intellectual rigor and no-nonsense execution. But the show's impact goes beyond the individual. Chris and his guests tackle societal issues like cancel culture, the loneliness epidemic, and the pitfalls of modern masculinity. These aren't just conversations, they're blueprints for creating a better world. Chris's ability to curate the perfect mix of guests is what sets him apart. He's had evolutionary biologists like Brett Weinstein unpacking human behavior, legendary strength coaches like Mark Bell discussing physical performance, and even controversial thinkers like Douglas Murray delving into cultural issues. Every guest adds a unique layer to the Modern Wisdom universe. One week, you're learning how to hack your sleep for peak productivity. The next, you're questioning the very fabric of society. It's like a buffet for your brain, except every dish is Michelin star quality. What's wild is how Modern Wisdom consistently produces viral moments. Remember when Chris got into a deep discussion with Jordan Peterson about the meaning of life?
I've realized that it's scary when you find a thing that you're going to fully commit yourself to the pursuit of, especially if it's excellence that you're going after, because there's no more room for your inadequacies to hide.
You want to discipline yourself so you can get yourself organized so that you can go in a particular direction, so that when you find the right direction, you can really go in that direction. And that does require an apprenticeship of sorts. It might not matter in some sense exactly what the apprenticeship is, as long as it is rigorous.
Or when James Clear explained how tiny habits could lead to massive success? These clips dominate YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and TikTok, bringing millions of new listeners into the fold. But Chris doesn't rely on controversy or clickbait. The virality comes from the sheer depth and relatability of his content. It's the kind of wisdom that makes you pause, reflect, and maybe even hit rewind just to soak it in again. Chris Williamson's journey from reality TV contestant to one of the internet's most insightful voices isn't just inspiring, it's a roadmap. He's proof that reinvention is possible at any stage of life. Through his podcast, he shows us the power of curiosity, the value of asking better questions, and the importance of surrounding yourself with people who challenge you to think bigger. Whether you're struggling to find your purpose or simply looking for ways to improve your daily routine, Chris's wisdom is a treasure trove. With modern wisdom hitting new heights, the possibilities are endless. More legendary guests? Absolutely. A potential book? Maybe. A Netflix special where Chris breaks down life's biggest questions? Who knows? What we do know is that Chris Williamson isn't slowing down. As long as there are big ideas to explore and the great minds to interview, modern wisdom will continue to be a beacon for anyone looking to level up their life. So, what are you waiting for? Go watch an episode, but fair warning, you might come out the other side a completely different person. And honestly, isn't that the whole point?